What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and we have a brand new legendary hero in the Dune summon. It is ESET, and no, she is not the anti-hero to Set, but regardless, I'm gonna break her down and give her a grade. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so ESET is a 5-star holy hero of the Paladin class, which is actually one of the better ones. I do like that one, and I think it's underrated. I think a lot of people overlook it, but it makes it really hard to kill heroes who are leveled with the Paladin class. She is part of the Sun family, which gives a bonus to 1 or 2 heroes of either 50 or 75% chance to cast a negative 35% accuracy for 2 turns and 196 burn damage over 2 turns on an enemy who deals special skill damage to her. If the enemy special skill defeats this character, the chance is 75 or 100%. That's actually a pretty good passive. It's one of the stronger ones. You know, we've seen this before, of course, with these Dunes characters. And there's another passive here as well, effects on special skill. So 70% chance to perform the following actions when the character casts their special skill. Deals 70% damage to all enemies. That's actually pretty good for a passive. Back in the day, that used to be, I mean, more for epic heroes, but like that used to be their special, not their passive. But anyway, all enemies get negative 34% attack for 3 turns. Another really sneaky one. These are actually really good passives on this particular hero. And I think that a lot of people are going to forget they exist and wonder what's happening to their team. Why did they get attacked down? You know, why all of a sudden is there like a negative accuracy and that kind of stuff? So I think that does elevate her a little bit, and a lot of people don't factor that in. I do have the max power preview on, so take note, you know, as we look at the base stats: 954 attack, 966 defense, and 1798 HP, which when it's off is 805, 782, and 1555. So she is pretty chunky, which means that she's got a lot of survivability. I would probably go the attack and defense route if I'm going to give her emblems. But that all depends on the special, because this hero is only worth giving emblems to if the special is actually good, which is Holy Aura, and that's a slow special. Deals 250% damage to the target. Ugh. A slow speed hero that deals damage to 1 target at 250%. Deals extra damage if the target is dark. However, deals 180% damage to 5 random enemies. Deals extra damage if the target is dark. So this is kind of incentivizing you to take her against a team that's loaded with dark heroes. Not too common as far as like when you're trying to attack a defense or something like that. However, if the Titan is dark, all those hits are going to land on the Titan, so do keep that in mind. Another thing that's good for the Titan is the last ability here. Alters the power of all holy shields on the board. When an attacking hero casts their special, the shields become enhanced with plus 64% attack. When a defending hero casts the special, the shields become weakened with a negative 57% attack. So what we got going on here is a slow hero, which automatically, in my mind, the more they come out with heroes, decreases them in value. Of course, there are slow heroes that are overpowered even. But the thing is, the special has to be really, really good and basically end the game when it goes off to be usable. And the only way a slow hero tends to be usable is if it's overpowered. I'm not seeing overpowered here. In fact, I'm kind of seeing maybe too slow. So very fast tournaments and very fast wars might be doable, probably doable. This is a good hero in those formats. And especially against the Titan, where you've got a long time for that special to go off. And once it goes off, this hero is going to deal a ton of damage for the Titan. So if you're looking to fill that last spot on your Titan team, you've already got the attack increase and the elemental defense debuff and the regular defense debuff and all that fun stuff, then this one's going to change the tiles on the board to make each of those tile hits even stronger. Plus, she's dealing damage, extra damage against dark opponents. And so, of course, if the Titan's dark, she's just going to slay. So we do have a hero who has use here. I know if I had her, I would primarily use her on the Titan, and I don't know if she would make it even on my very fast war and tournament teams, but she could, like, you know, especially with dark tanks. She's not being used to her max, unfortunately, in attacking teams where the opponent often uses one of each color, and she's not hitting dark all the time, right? But against the tank, this is going to be a pretty useful hero. You just have to get around the slow, which you can if it's very fast. But in the regular speed wars and tournaments, I just don't know that she's going to stand up to that test, you know? Possibly you could use her in events if you need to, but I think she could just be a little too slow there and not having enough of an impact, the kind that you would want, unless the event has almost entirely purple on the other side of the board, in which case I think she could be useful. So she's a bit player. What I mean by that is, like, even though she's really good at the things she's good at, she's not good at most things, unfortunately. So for that reason, I'm going to give her a C+. She's just not virtual. Quite honestly, this is a hero where none of the individual things you look at with her are a C+. Like for a Titan, I would actually say she's an A. For very fast wars and tournaments, I'd probably say she's more like a B or B+, somewhere in that range. And then everything else, she's probably a D. So she's not actually a C+ for any one thing, but overall a C+ because you have to balance those things out. Like when you... I think of it this way. When you spend money to summon heroes, how often are you going to use that hero? Are you going to get your money's worth? And that's how I make grade determinations, and that's how I decide she's a C+. But that's just speculation, of course. I want to know your thoughts. So let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.